discussion around it during the week. So I'm glad we can finally arrive. And I would like for you, our listeners, or the streamers to, humor me. Let me know. Let me understand the thinking and the rationale. It's a safe space, really. Definitely listen, don't judge. A lot of ladies from all parts of the country make or take flights to their feminine maintenance spots, and they pay exorbitant amount of money for that maintenance, right? Now, recently, Tsiamo Tobejani posted a video of her 10,000 rand maintenance routine, right, which ended up on X. Now, I saw this on TikTok. I didn't know it went that side because I don't go on X, where people scrutinized her and they said maintenance doesn't deserve to be 10,000 rand. All right. And that women who pay exorbitant amount of money suffer from what ex people call exceptionalism. Okay, that's a word I don't think I know. I have Naledi now. It's Naledi no Nongauza, who is knowledgeable in the subject matter. Naledi, good morning.
Morning, Pulang.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
So I said you're knowledgeable in the subject matter. Are you?
Yes, of course. Maintenance is very important to me.
How come? Okay, yeah. Tell us about your expertise and you being the relevant person to give a voice of reason about this topic.
Okay, so I think for me, people need to understand. I mean, I genuinely believe that 80% of the women specifically who are scrutinizing her for spending 10,000 Rand on maintenance, had they been able to afford that, they most definitely would have done it. You
Yeah,
not
but
just pay, yes.
uh-huh.
I mean, you're not just paying for a look, you're paying for a service. And I really don't understand why people are so angry that Black women can now afford such luxury experiences for themselves.
All right. Let me take you back to what you just said. Black women. So it's race specific?
Yes, I definitely do believe so. I don't think anyone would be outraged if a white woman made a video on TikTok stating that she got a straightening Botox treatment for 10,000 Rand. That's normalized. But when a black woman spends 10,000 Rand in one maintenance day, then it's an issue. And now she's an exceptionalist, of which I don't believe that it should be that way at all.
Huh. Is it young black women or just black women that society finds problem with when they spend however amount of money? In this case, we're discussing the 10,000 rand maintenance.
Yeah, I think it's black women in general. It's just that young black women are the ones who are showing people these experiences and being out there on social media about how they are living their lives, how they are going about taking care of themselves, what their beauty routines are. We don't really find, the older generation of black women really showing that to us. So the scrutiny is on, the younger black women because they are the ones who are showing people that, hey, how I do it.
Okay, so now there's a term called exceptionalism. I don't know if you're familiar with it, and have you been following the story closely from where it got the most clicks and eyeballs to making its way to X? Have you been following that journey closely? And what does it mean, exceptionalism? What is that?
So for me, I first encountered the video on TikTok, just like you.
Yeah,
I'm
me
also
too.
not, so I didn't know that it landed up on X, but I did read a bit of the comments under her video. And I mean, one thing people need to do is also to contextualize the video and understand that she was doing her things for a vacation. Now, I think all of us take vacation, as something that it's a unique experience. You're not going on vacation every single month. So, of course, I am going to pay 10,000 Rand on my maintenance. I'm going to buy a 7,000 Rand wig because I'm going to Bali. I'm not just going to be going to work for the next 3 weeks. So for me, I definitely do believe that it is warranted. And as far as it being exceptionalism, That's quite a big word
Mm.
for people pin to an experience like this, because if we are speaking of exceptionalism, right? Exceptionalism, in simple terms, it basically points to the fact that people are being obsessed with living grand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unnecessarily so, or living grand out of wastage, or living grand out of maybe trying to rub it in other people's faces. And I mean, I can understand a little bit why people would feel that way, especially in South Africa, because I mean, we have a lot of people who are unemployed, like we have a
Mm.
lot of people who are poor. So when they see someone spending 10,000 Rand just on maintenance, in that person's mind, they're thinking, oh my God, if I had 10,000 Rand right now, like I'd at least be able to afford, a place to stay. But on the flip side of things, it does not mean that someone who can afford to do that cannot do that. You understand that the
Mm.
matters are.
Naledi, your signal, ma'am, is not coming to the party. I mean, I can see you. I can see you talk, but I didn't hear the last part there. So, but I got the gist of what you're saying. I did a bit of research. Well, our good friend ChatGPT says that exceptionalism, guys, refers to a belief that a person or group of people um, they are inherently unique. There's a belief that they are inherently unique or superior. So it has to do with superiority complex. So if X says that you're suffering from exceptionalism, meaning you kind of hold yourself as a token and superior than, I suppose that's what that refers to. So that's what X is saying. However, I wanted to check in with you, Naledi. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There's just a bit of a delay. Maybe I'm looking at our streaming, but audio wise, I can hear you properly. So you are saying that it is a personal choice, first of all. Secondly, it's about affordability. And secondly, thirdly, people are not used to seeing black women comfortably do that. So it's a bit of it's a bit of a first for them. So they're like, oh, okay. But does it always have to be so negative, though?
I mean, no, it doesn't have to,
The response, does it always have to be such a negative response?
in all honesty, I think that's where I also just am confused. It really doesn't have to be. That's why I highlighted that people need to become more comfortable and more welcoming of the fact that in the times that we are living now, we should be celebrating the fact that Black women can be able to afford such experiences for themselves.
Because I mean, if she couldn't afford it, I'm sure she wouldn't put herself through that. But then again, we don't know her personally. And also, by the way, Tiamo Tobejani, guys, is on vacation while we are busy there. Taking each other out on the comment section. She's living her life. She's actually enjoying the benefits of that 10K maintenance on vacation. So, hey, girl, wherever you are, so would you spend, I guess that's a silly question. I guess you would spend that much money on maintenance, ne?
Honestly, I would.
Okay.
I would.
How much have
I'm
you
not.
spent on maintenance, Wena?
I think for me, it depends. It really depends on what hairstyle am I doing. Do I want to get my lashes done or not? But I'd say on average, on a monthly basis, let's say, I bought a new wig that month. I got my lashes done. I got my nails. I got my toes done. Then we're looking at 3,000, you
With
know?
with the wig,
Yes, with the wig, new wig,
brand new wig,
3,000.
lashes and stuff, 3,000.
Yes,
Chubby, where do you
3,000.
buy the wigs? Because I mean, we might need to go where you go.
I mean, I buy my wigs from Dragon City.
High
There's a
five,
local.
high five, virtual high five. Hey, Dragon City.
Hi. I mean, this wig that I'm wearing right now, this is from Dragon City.
Yes, wow. Okay, so now you see, guys, I guess in conclusion, we're saying different stroke for different folks, right? Oksalayo, everybody wants to look good. And it depends really with that money what you want to spend it on. I say if you can spend 10, okay, you can take a 10,000 rand and buy a cell phone. it doesn't matter if I take it and I spend it on my hair. Oksala, we spend the same amount of money on us, But I guess that's the conversation that will then continue on social media. We just wanted to tap into the comment section. Thank you so much, Naledi, for being an advocate of high maintenance-ness.
Yeah, so much for Lynn.
All right, let's wrap up the comment section. I hope that y'all will leave the lady who started this conversation alone. I hope you will leave Tiamo alone, guys, okay? She can afford it. She maybe probably even thought about it before she did it. That's why some of us are very two minds about posting things, because we don't want to be in this situation. Goodness, I saw it and I thought, oh, that's cute. And I saw that wig. It is high quality. It looks high quality. It felt high quality. And for a girl who's walked the quality hair wig streets, it's a high quality wig. Yeah, let me actually end it there before I implicate myself. It is 11:30 Central African time. That's it on our comment section. It is a regular feature which we'll always have at this time of the morning to tap in the comment section of the news that got your hair up and got you all riled up on social media, so that we can see if we can close it up and maybe have the person who started the conversation be able to answer the comment section on the radio. Oh, yeah, that calls for more music as we make way for our co-host.
Tech Africa on Channel Africa.